Tired of the same old radio talk show? There is an alternative. This is GONZO Radio.
No, we're going to be shenanigan-tastic tonight. Welcome to the GONZO Radio Show. I am Big Daddy Gonzo. No, I'm not going to do any fancy titles because you know who I am. You're my people. I'll be logging onto the chat room here in a little bit. Actually, I'll go ahead and click it on right now so that we can get all of that out of the way, the formalities. Seated across from me, living proof that it is much better to have a pretty girl on a video podcast than it is to have on an audio podcast, because no matter how pretty and no matter how funny she is, you don't get to see the pretty girl. So as soon as I'm able to get the volume down here, because I don't need to be echoing my own self, seated across from me, my very special guest and the lovely and talented Sam Singh. Say hi to the nice people, Sam.
Hello.
Sam here is a national touring feature entertainer who, by the way, have you how many sets do you have now? How many different seven theme sets? 7. I don't even have 7 pairs of pants. 7. Do you choreograph them all?
I choreograph them all, yes.
All of them. Okay.
All of them.
And I can't even coordinate my wardrobe. I mean, I've got like 8 of these. Which, by the way, I got to get your shirt size. I got to make sure you get one of the new ones. It's got the porn.
I'm
it's got
small.
It's a porn. Oh, I know you are. I don't want to make assumptions. I mean, but yeah, okay, I believe you. We're gonna say petite and
small.
Fabulously petite. I don't want to throw that microphone away. I'm going to move that microphone on the break. So, how do you like the studio?
I like it. I think it's great.
Is it cozy?
Do
we have enough amenities? We got enough beer?
And you picked the Indian one, so it's like you planned it just for me.
Yes, the Indian ale. Yes. I'm grilling. I didn't do it. I didn't do that on purpose. I swear.
See, I was flattered for.
I mean, yes,
Yeah.
yes. I meant that. I planned that. I planned it. Tell her I planned it. No. I talk to my audience every once in a while. I break the fourth wall like crazy, because if not, they're going to think I'm not paying attention. Now, see, I can just leave you on right now, and I can just jibber jabber and then ask you questions, and they'll stay riveted. They will. They'll stay riveted. But and we will be asking you questions. We will be subjecting you to the 7 deadly questions. Let me check in with my people in the chat room. Lisa and Lena, it's the L's, and Kevin. Now we're going alphabetically backwards. Hi guys, how you doing? So that's right. I'm in the chat. I'm watching. I'm monitoring you guys. They get a little out of hand. They do. They start jibber jabbering at each other.
I'm curious now.
Oh yeah. See, that seems to be a big word with you. The word curious. You have a curiosity.
You've noticed this on my social medias.
Well, you're not only curious in those manners, but I mean, you like, besides work, you like to travel.
Oh, yes. That's part of the reason why I like my job so much.
It's part of the curiosity. So you're curious about what these people are saying? Well, I will say this.
Of course I am.
Oh, well, okay. Now they're just saying hello. Okay, so let them talk. Well, you guys talk amongst yourself. We're going to talk about other stuff. They're here, and that's all that counts. That's all that counts. Okay, so we like to make fun of the news. We like to make fun of specifically stupid news, like crazy stupid shit. Okay,
there's plenty of that.
Well, yeah, and we have a few segments to do that with, and we're busting out 2 of them tonight, because we're doing a douchebag of the week later on. That is also something that, as we were talking before the show, you were like, "Oh yeah, I enjoyed your enthusiasm. You got a little,
I got excited.
You got a little fired up. It was like, oh yeah, that asshole." But yeah, we'll get to him. We'll get to him. But we're going to do something a little more comical to start off with.
Okay.
And it's something that's right up your alley, and it's something that makes people ask, are you fucking kidding me?
Are you fucking kidding
Are
me?
you FKM?
Are you
This time, unfortunately, I have to say, We're not kidding you. There's a huge outrage, a huge backlash about the proposed, or actually the planned, new Ariel in the live action Little Mermaid. Okay, you've heard about this, right?
Oh, unfortunately, I've seen it every other post on any website I look at.
Really? But let me ask you. I know you have, in spite of Instagram shutting down your third account. I know you have plenty of fans on Facebook and followers on Facebook.
Got a few.
And do they ask you silly questions about what do you think about a woman of color being a mermaid?
Oh, of course I get that. People see a brown woman and they have to know what is my opinion on it.
You're just like, I got a tan. I don't know what you're talking about. Well, honestly, though, let me ask your opinion before I really get into it, okay? What is your opinion on having Halle Bailey, not Halle Berry, Halle Bailey, playing Ariel, the mermaid?
I made that mistake first as well. I thought it was Halle Berry, so I mean, I was obviously excited. Then I found out it wasn't somebody as named, but I have to start this off with this question to you.
Uh-huh.
Why is Princess Jasmine in the live-action Aladdin half British? I mean, we couldn't get a Middle Eastern / Indian Jasmine, so...
Yeah,
and
that's some bullshit.
Who was mad about that? Nobody.
I'm mad. I'm outraged. I'm mad. I'm angry. Do I look angry? Do I look sufficiently outraged? Pissed off. Hey, John Legend was Jesus. You know what I'm saying? On NBC with the Jesus Christ Superstar. John Legend was Jesus, so...
Wait, but Morgan Freeman's been Jesus before, too, right?
Right, well, Morgan Freeman's been God.
That's wait,
twice,
what movie
I
is
think.
that? What movie is that? I can't remember.
What, Morgan Freeman playing Jesus?
Yeah. Or God. You said
No,
he
he
was
played God. He played God on a couple of occasions.
Okay, so more than once.
Bruce Almighty and...
That was the one I was thinking of.
Right, he is God recurringly in that movie. There's like a series, like 3 of them now. So it's not a, you know, and some people think that Morgan Freeman is God, or he's at least the voice of God. Okay, it's tough for me to drop my voice down this slow because you got to talk slow when you talk like him. Then you really get the real registers and real notes. I can't do it right now. I'm too hyped. I'm too excited to have you here. That's
Too
why.
excited.
I'm too excited.
One more example.
Okay.
Nick Fury, historically white character, Samuel L. Jackson. I mean, that's another good one right there.
Like Morgan Freeman, Samuel L. Jackson can play whatever the hell fucking character he wants.
That's why initially when you said not Halle Berry, I was confused why people were angry. I was like, why are people mad about Halle Berry?
Well, I mean, I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to throw up a graphic of the girl and of Ariel, and it's really strange because I mean, okay, this little girl, this Halle Bailey, is a Disney kid. You know, she looks so Disney, it's not even funny. Those teeth are like unnaturally white. Okay, but the premise is that Ariel is a Danish character from a Danish fairy tale, but they got her singing calypso songs with a crab with a Jamaican accent. So,
Okay.
what's the big deal?
I was initially slightly upset myself. I mean, I had the whole Jasmine thing that I felt feelings about, but then I couldn't be mad about Ariel, right?
Right. Well, hell yeah. Well, listen, you don't have to be mad about Ariel. It's not a matter of being mad about Ariel. It's a matter of recreational outrage.
Historically, it's not accurate, but at the same time, I have to look at you again and say, mermaids aren't real. Ariel wasn't even a white chick. Mermaids are mythology. They're fish. They're not real.
Nothing like a dose of reality. What? What do you mean mermaids aren't? Oh yeah, you get that realization like mermaids aren't, but you're a witch. You know, it's like yeah, and that's what I said about recreational outrage. People want to be mad about shit. They want to bitch about things.
I honestly think a lot of the posts aren't even people's genuine feelings. I think it's a lot of, I want to start shit, I want to cause controversy, I want to have this many retweets, this many follows. and it's not even accurate to an actual issue.
Well, it's not even so much the accuracy of the issue. It's a matter of people jump on their phone, log into Facebook, they see that story that pisses them off, and then they share
you
that.
Repost it. You don't even fact check it or see
Oh,
if
yeah,
it's
you
original
immediately-
post. It could just be a meme from God knows
or read
who.
the story. That's my favorite. My favorite thing is people that read the story and then do 4 paragraphs about how they're outraged. But the people that don't read the story and do 4 paragraphs about outrage, and the people who do read the story are replying like, "Dude, did you even read the story?"
And a 30-second Google search will show you anything you need to know about a headline if you didn't click on the article, and hopefully you're doing both.
And there's a lot of fake news. I mean, I hate to use a Trump term, but there's a lot of fake news, and it's Russian bots. I mean, we all know this. I mean, this is part of the zeitgeist now, right?
It's not even a secret anymore.
It's not even a secret anymore. It's a thing. We already know this. We've learned to accept it, I guess, but some of us are just going ahead and spreading the outrage, so everybody's angry about nothing. Okay?
We see the meme, it emotionally impacts us, and we share it without using the logical part of our brain because it happens so quickly. You just see it hit, share, done. You don't have a time to process or think about it.
I like the meme though. This is a
Which
heavy
one?
meme show. This is a
Which
heavy meme show. There's so many.
Oh, goody.
I mean, I put one over your face. I put one over my face while we're talking. I'm just dropping memes in front of us about this.
I'll take
like the Hindenburg meme, where you have the Hindenburg floating along, and it says on the side of the Hindenburg, it says, "Unlike you snowflakes, I'm not so easily triggered." And then the Hindenburg blows up, and it's falling, and there's a bubble that says, "Why fish lady black?" Like, you know.
I think I saw something similar to that. It was the same meme but different words.
Oh yeah, no, it's what is it? I believe in freedom of speech. The First Amendment guarantees my freedom of speech. And then it blows up and it says, "Why football man? No stand for flag."
That's the one I saw. I saw that one before, so I know exactly what you're talking about.
Oh my God, I almost fainted dead away laughing at that. I really did. It was hilarious because it broke it down to the primitive. It broke it down to the caveman brain. And it's like, you know, I dig all the reasons why you don't like it. I understand. I even agree with some of them, but First Amendment's First Amendment. I mean, you know, and here's the funniest thing, and I've been telling everybody for a few days now about clicks. Okay, whether you like it or you don't. Okay, a click is a click. The computer, the server doesn't differentiate between negative and positive.
People get paid on clicks, so whoever made that's making money off of it.
Click, clickety click. I've seen YouTube videos with 10,000 thumbs down, 10,000 thumbs down, and then another 3,000 thumbs up. Well, guess what? That's 17,000. Yeah, that's it. That's 13,000 clicks. That's all that registers. Okay, and you spent a good half hour crafting your diatribe with all your cogent points, and check out this website, and here's a link, and click. That's all it is click. Half hour out of your life, emotional turmoil, and you think you're going to show them, and all it is click. That's all it is. It's crazy. You know, I mean, it's the same premise for, say, like if you have videos. Do you have any videos out on any of the platforms?
I have a few here
and
there.
Like Pornhub or
Pornhub. I have videos on Pornhub.
Ah, okay. But now, if somebody were to, say, be researching you for their show, and they click like all of your videos that you were in, then it would be a click for you.
Yeah, I'm getting
and it doesn't
paid for
matter.
that.
It doesn't matter. It matter if it's a 10-minute video and they only
but
watch.
But you still clicked on it. It doesn't matter if you clicked out as soon as you accidentally
Right.
clicked on it. I mean, even if it was an accident, it
Right.
still counts as
Right.
a click.
You know, even though they may have watched only 2.5 minutes of the middle of the video because that's all they needed.
I have a tracker on my side of Pornhub. The Pornhub's website looks a little different for those who post videos. It can show me how many people clicked on it, how many people watched it, how long they watched, and they have stats.
Right.
And that determines your payout on Pornhub and other cam girl. I've been on Flirt for free. I've
Right.
been on MiniVids, my free cams.
And it's a click. That's all it is.
There's still revenue if you agree with what that article or video is saying or not.
Yep. That's why they call it clickbait. But, the problem is that we've all been given a platform, and we all love our opinions. I love my opinion. Do you love your opinion?
I love my opinions, but who doesn't?
But do you think you're right all the time?
Yes.
Yeah. Okay. And that's not unusual. That's not strange. That's not unusual. That's not, especially now. I mean, we all are. We're acquainted with the principles of humility. We are acquainted with the how to be humble and how to respect other people's wishes and how they feel their feelings. But some people don't.
I've tried to make my opinions based on not necessarily hurting others or doing good for the humanity as a whole. So, yeah, of course I feel like mine are right.
Big picture. Yeah.
Right.
Yeah. Big picture thinking usually is called liberal snowtard.
Oh, my God, that's...
Tree hugger. You tree hugger, you.
Am I supposed to be offended?
It's a lucky tree, I guess. I mean, it all depends on the size of the tree. Splinters are never good. So the fun continues with this is a beauty right here. It's the look at me. I'm the Little Mermaid now. It's the captain. I've got a million of these, and the manufactured outrage and the recreational outrage has now manifested in. I mean, this is fairly harmless. It's fairly harmless because y'all can get as mad as you want. Disney's going to do it anyway because
Disney has the money to do whatever they want.
Yeah, it's I'm Disney, and look, your kids want you to pay for it. True?
Of course.
Of course. Now, I mean,
my generation was to go see it.
Right? Now, would you be insulted in being typecasted as Jasmine?
Absolutely not. I'd said myself earlier, Sunny Leon or Mia Khalifa would have made a better Jasmine.
Yeah. There you go. And
than the British girl.
An English chick, but I like English
chicks.
It's
kind of a slap in the face to India, no?
But I don't discriminate. Wait. Now Jasmine would be Egyptian?
Somewhere in the Middle East, in between Egypt and India.
Persian. That's Persian. It is. It's Persian.
Persian.
I believe so. I mean, I think it began in Baghdad, so that would be Iraq. So yeah, it would be she would be Persian. Yeah, I'm not
British.
confused at all. All right, well, here's what we're gonna do. We're gonna jump to a quick break because I want to get you. I want to get you in those 7 deadly questions in the same room at the same time, and I'm thrilled. And I'm gonna move that damn microphone because it's in your way. I'm gonna get you a headset or something, maybe a lavalier.
Got a headset with little cat ears on?
Yeah, I like it. All right, we're going to go to a quick break while I make a fool out of myself. The Gonzo Radio Show will be back right after this. adjustments had to be made, and I was the one to make them. And I think this is a much better angle. This is a much better centering. We can see more of you and your lovely personality. I had no idea that you had a tattoo on the right side of your chest. And yeah, okay. Now we all know. And what is that stone that hangs, that dangles between your ample bosom?
Obsidian, I do believe.
And we start talking about Persia. I start talking like a Persian. Thank you, Sahib.
What?
I have way too much going on here. You really don't want to know. Okay, so we're back, and you look fabulous. And don't be stereotypical. Oh my God, oh my God, we know better. That has always been. Let me tell you what. That has always been the oh my God funniest thing is cross-cultural type of things where you see a Japanese guy that speaks fluent Spanish and has a Mexican accent.
I saw that recently.
Is that hilarious or what?
Insane.
It's awesome. Don't get me wrong. I mean, it's not a matter of discrimination.
It just took me by surprise.
What a novelty! What a novelty! You get who was it? The Korean guy. There's a comic that he's Korean, but he grew up in Tennessee, and he's got a Tennessee accent, and he's a total country accent.
I don't know, but now I'm gonna have to look him up. This is a must.
It's killing me. It's killing. Anybody in the chat room know who that comic is? It's killing me because I like it. He's very clean too. He's a clean comic, which I usually hate.
That's rare.
Yeah, I hate clean comics. No, I don't. I like it. I like any comics. I love stand-up comics. You ever go out to stand-up comedy shows?
I haven't been in person. I met a few in the club though.
Oh, of course you have. Of course, because we're excuse me, not we. I'm not really consider myself a stand-up comic, but yeah, they're degenerates like us DJs and stuff. They'll end up in somebody's club. Hey, what's going on? Yeah, they like to have a lot of fun.
And a few that come out down here after their shows ended, out to the club.
Well, I'll have to drag you out to one of their shows. They've got all kinds of shows in West Palm. West Palm is actually as hot as Miami as far as stand-up comedy is concerned. The number of shows, the number of hot shows
All right.
with great comics.
So I have
Trust
homework
me.
to do.
No, it's not even homework. All you get used to ask Gonzo, ask Big Daddy, what I need to know about stand-up comedy. I'll tell you what's going on around in South Florida. I am your new Google as far as because you're new down here, right?
I've been down here 3 years now.
Down here 3 years?
Down here.
Down here? Nuh-uh.
I lived in Haverhill for 2 years, and then I've been in Lake Worth recently.
I mean, I know you've been over at Monroe's for 2.5 years. 2.5 years. A couple of, but I didn't think that you were I thought you were living up at like Port St. Lucie.
I lived in Haverhill then, which was actually closer to Monroe's than Lake Worth is.
Right. Okay. Well, I thought you lived up by my mom. How's that for weird? But that's okay. Florida's Florida, but West Palm. You like stand-up comedy? West Palm's a good spot to go check it out. You can come hang out with me, and I'll take you only to the good ones because I've been to some of the dicey joints where it's an open mic and there's just like a nasty bartender and it smells like bleach and urine all at the same time. Been to a couple of those too. We won't go to those. We won't go. You're a classy lady. I'm not going to take you to a dump like that. Okay, so now that we've gone over the whole stand-up comedy dynamic about how I think I'm a big shot in stand-up comedy, it's now time, and I've given you a chance to peruse the questions.
I took a look.
You took a look, and I'm gonna hit the theme for the 7 deadly questions. Boom, boom, boom. Okay, so are you ready, Sam Singh?
I'm ready.
Okay, well, let's get you over here. Okay, we're ready to go. Who is texting me? Somebody, one of my managers.
Right now, in the middle
from
of your
my
show.
club. Yeah. I even have. You don't watch? Okay. Okay, question number 1. It's an easy one. Relatively.
Okay.
Lust. Who is it? Who is the one you would drop everything you're doing? Who is the number 1 on the list? And don't say your significant other, whoever that may be. Who is the one? Man, woman, dead, alive, celebrity, scientist, ditch digger, lawnmower.
Lawnmower, yes.
Lawnmower, yes.
So there were 2 names that initially popped into mind. Oh my goodness. That's
Hey,
so
everybody's after you too. Right on.
Oh, maybe it's my manager. Okay, back to this. There was 2 names that initially popped into mind. no thoughts about it. Mia Khalifa was one.
Your influence and your
She is my role model.
role model.
I saw her when I was young, and I thought to myself, oh, another brown girl in this industry. I want to try it out. That's when I started getting into the camming, before I even stepped foot in a strip club.
Met her at Exotica. Cool chick. Met her at Exotica. Cool chick. She's cool.
You met her.
Yeah.
Awesome. I was trying to think if I met her at Exotica.
She's all right.
Did I see her? Now I'm jealous.
I've been to a few Exoticas and met some assholes.
Miami
and met some
or Chicago?
Miami. I'm not going to Chicago. Ugh.
The second one that
Not for
comes to
Exotica,
mind,
at least. So the second one.
Belle Delphine. She is recently trending, this pink-haired British cosplay girl. I think she may be Japanese, but lives in England. But
See now,
she's
if
really
Bobby
hot.
Mack is watching right now,
She's really hot.
if Bobby Mack is watching, Joe Coy, yes, thank you, my cousin Mark. Joe Coy is the guy's name, the comedian.
Oh, good. We have a comedian on here. We were just talking about
yeah,
that.
we were just he came across with it. I'm checking back and forth. Okay, while you're on the camera distracting them, I'm working on all the background stuff. Okay, so if Bobby Mack is watching, I'm sure he is right now. He is pulling up pictures of that. And what's the name again?
Belle Delphine.
He probably already knows.
She's got like 4 million followers on Instagram.
Yeah, he's probably got a file on her. She's a cosplay girl.
She's cosplay. She's on Pornhub. She's got a lot of play right now, and I would drop everything and walk out this door right now.
Okay. I'll buy that, and I'm gonna look that shit up. Okay, I'm gonna look that girl up like you wouldn't believe. Number 2, gluttony. What is your favorite pig out food?
Okay, you're familiar with Lake Worth, right?
Right now, what I'm hearing is about a half a dozen stand-up comics that watch the show on a regular basis that are from up here are going, oh my God, she's going to talk about Lake Worth. So go ahead. Lake Worth is infamous. It's fucking
truck.
awesome. Huh?
The taco truck.
The taco trucks at Lake Worth.
Tacos al carbon. I think
Right
it's
on.
Carbon. I don't speak Spanish. That's embarrassing. I know.
No hablo.
Tacos al carbon. So guilty. $2 tacos, and they're open at like 7 a.m. and they don't close until.
And they don't
like
judge
2
if you
a.m.
buy 15 at a time.
Not at all.
Oh, and that's only $30 at $2 a taco.
They know my name when I call in my order. I have them on speed dial, actually.
Oh,
I go into the
that is
building.
some serious gluttony.
It is. They know who I am when I walk in. They're like, "Oh, we have your order ready in the bag."
I reached that level of fatitude the first time that I jumped over. I wasn't always as fat. First time I jumped over 300 pounds. I had just started in the business, and I went from being a slave to making rock star money in like a year. And yeah, because we built the club up real nice, and I was eating out every day. I was eating at the local Chinese delivery place 3 to 4 times a week. I was eating there so many times. I said, yeah, give me my regular number 1, my regular number 2. I had not one, but 2 usuals. 2 usuals. Give me my lunch usual and give me my dinner usual.
I'm working on that. Give me a few months.
And they picked up the phone. They were like, "Hi, Mr. Gonzo." They looked at the caller ID, and it was Mr. Gonzo. Oh yeah, it was bad. It was bad. But tacos are okay. That's fine.
I don't know if I'm sad or jealous right now.
No. Yeah. Well, listen. Whoever your inner fat girl is, she has not come out. So be happy about that. My inner fat girl has been out for 20 years now. That rotten bitch. Okay, so tacos. I love that taco. I'm a big taco fan.
Carnitas tacos.
Carnitas. A little poke with it. We call it poke. Okay, number 3, greed. Okay, greed. What is it? I mean, besides money, what is it that you have to have, that you collect, that you covet?
You're 1,000% gonna laugh at me.
Well, okay, sure, but that's not a bad thing.
My nickname's Monkey. I'm Monkey.
I love it.
So all around my house, I have little metal or wooden monkeys. Like the pull chains on my ceiling fans are little monkeys hanging off of ropes.
Oh, right on.
My lamps are monkeys, and their tails are holding the light. So I have monkey decorations all over my house.
Okay.
If I'm out and I see, I did a booking in Tampa.
Yeah.
And before I went to the club, there's a little thrift shop, pawn shop that was close to the club. I went in, and they had a little napkin holder that had metal monkeys on it, and I had to get it. I couldn't leave it there.
I feel your pain. I was a collector of fine monkey memorabilia myself for a little while.
Oh, yeah?
Including gorillas.
Wait, you're not kidding right now.
No, I'm not. My one of my pro wrestling nicknames, besides "Move You Fat Ass," was the 400-pound gorilla.
Okay.
So yeah, I still couldn't get my gorilla shirt together. I had T-shirts made, but not a gorilla shirt. Anyway, enough of my failures in life. So on to monkeys, love it. On to 4, sloth. Sloth. What is it that you like to get out of? Just what is it that you just? I would rather not.
Do I have to do the dishes?
Dishes,
Do I
kitchen
have to?
chores.
No, I like kitchen chores. I just hate dishes.
You just hate dishes.
I hate
Oh.
dishes. Well, I have a
That's weird. I like
dishwasher too,
dishes.
but I still don't like them.
You don't even like to load the dishwasher.
No.
You just
I
don't
don't
want to
do it.
touch dirty plates.
I'll cook and I'll bleach down the whole kitchen, whatever. But at the end of the meal, I don't want to do the dishes.
Oh, okay. Well, I'm a dish doing asshole, and I can help cook. So okay, that's good. I like it. Yeah, the dishes suck. It just does. I mean, it's good to get somebody else to do it. That's why at a restaurant there's a dishwasher.
Because nobody else wants to do it.
Yeah, that's one guy gets to do the suck job. Simple as that. And they pay them pretty well, too. Okay, on to number 5. Wrath. I can already see the smile on your face like, oh, I want to punch a motherfucker. Who would you want to punch in the face? Who pisses you off so bad that even if you're not a violent person,
Of course not.
if you had a shot, who is it that you would punch right dead in the mug?
I didn't think we were going to talk about politics on this.
Okay, well, now listen. Along with our segment, which is coming up after this next break, Douchebag of the Week, it's really, really easy to pick on Donnie Douchebag. It really is.
Well,
Agent Orange is, I mean, and
Today,
he's...
is that really even a valid question to
Right.
ask people? I think
Right.
everybody
Okay.
comes up with the same name in their
Well,
brain
okay.
immediately.
Besides Agent Orange, okay, who would you love to just punch in the face?
Feminists.
Feminists.
The very broad, not a
Feminists.
singular person, but I picked them.
Okay.
The ones that come march around the club and try to shut down the porn websites and say that strip clubs are objectifying women. I'm not objectified, I'm empowered.
Does the word cunt offend you?
No, not at all.
Oh, okay. Uptight cunts. So those, you want to punch one of those?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Okay,
I'd
sure.
like to show all of this to whoever I want to and not be judged for it.
Okay, I'll
Leave
show
me
my tits right
alone.
now. I will. I'll bust them out. But yeah, I understand where you're coming from for the feminist thing. I mean, now there are feminists that do good work and advance the female cause, but these feminists that you see stomping through the clubs, sometimes they are generally feminists that nobody would want to
So-
see naked in public anyway.
Can we say that there's equalists and feminists? The equalists are ones that would like fair treatment of all people, and then the feminists are the ones that do the all power for women, objectifying women as porn, shut down Pornhub. Those girls are feminists, and then the equalists are the ones fighting for equal rights.
I like it. It's fucking brilliant. Good job by you. Holy shit, we learned something. Take notes, people. Equalists and feminists. So, okay, moving on. That was a good one. Very nice. You turned a punch in the face moment around to a. You made it a moment where there could be a parsing of the philosophies, and you're scaring me. Okay, number 6. She's scary. Envy. Life swap. Who would you want to be? Who would you want to trade lives with? Even if it was for an hour or permanently.
This is gonna sound really dumb as well. Probably
You
more
haven't
dumb
said
than the
anything
monkey
dumb yet.
thing.
You keep saying
More
it's
dumb
gonna
than
sound
the
dumb.
monkey thing. But I wouldn't trade it with anybody. I have a house a mile from the beach. I party for a living. I wouldn't trade with anyone.
You're scary.
I'm
That's
happy with
awesome.
myself.
That's awesome. That's awesome. Well, who wouldn't be? Look at you. You're fabulous. You're smart. You have an analytical mind, which that's the scary part. Because pretty woman, with an analytical mind and thinks on her feet. We're going to have to do a whole show just about you. Okay. Enough of pumping your ego up now?
I could come back to Boca. Easy.
So she knows where I live. So on to number 7, pride. Okay. Now, I already know several obvious things that you have to be proud about, but what is it that you are most proud about?
It'd be easy for me to go through a list of titles, TV shows, magazines, but I have to say that I am the most proud of my house. I bought my house in Lake Worth, a beach house, pool in the backyard, at 24. I've paid off 3 vehicles, all of my student loans. I owed nothing to nobody. I did all that before 25, so I'm really proud of that, and I would like everybody to see that I've done that, although that sounds really materialistic.
Well, it's part of the American dream. It really is. And, I mean, we all know you make fantastic money, and you've made fantastic money, and you've used it wisely. Because
I paid off everything I owed, bought the car I wanted, bought the house I wanted, and now I am independent.
Love it. On a side note, tangentially, you paid off your school loans. What was your major?
I have a bachelor's in biology.
She gets scarier and scarier by the minute.
I worked at a hospital in Lexington, Kentucky prior to moving down to Florida.
She's too smart for all of us. You know that, right? Okay, just checking. All right. Well, thank you very much for playing the 7 Deadly Questions, Sam. We are going to move on to a break here real quick, and we are going to come back with the douchebag of the week because I've got to get this young lady out so she can get to work so that she can show that body beautiful and entertain the folks over at Monroe's up in West Palm Beach. So let's head for the break right now.
How much for the little girl? The women. How much for the women?
What?
Your women. I want to buy your women, the little girl, your daughters. Sell them to me. Sell me your children. How much for the little girl? The women. How much for the women?
What?
You're a woman. I want to buy.
That's right. Sell me your children. I was too fast with the button, and I put the Blues Brothers back on. Welcome back to the Gonzo Radio Show. I think they're starting to sense a theme, though, because that was cut from the Blues Brothers movie, which you have never seen, and I am now educating you that you have to see it. For those of you who were wondering if the right or left speaker, I don't know which one it was, for some strange reason, I pinky bumped the master volume on the right channel. And the right channel's been killing everybody for the last, 40 minutes. You're welcome. I saw it. There's always something. With these podcasts, if you ever watch one or listen to one, there's always something. There's always something gets screwy. It's part of the magic.
Oops.
It's the way it is. So you are intelligent, gorgeous, and on top of shit. You actually have a degree in biology, and you keep up with current events. So this
Can't
next
be that rare, right?
right, this next story isn't going to be a shocker for you because you've already read about it. But it is our douchebag of the week.
Douchebag of the week.
And this douchebag of the week has some local flavor to it, and that local flavor is how can I say it? It's extra douchey local flavor because this guy is sort of related to our business in as much as he makes our business look bad.
Look bad. That's not a compliment.
And it's I wouldn't compliment him for shit. He's a swine. But you've heard about the Jeffrey Epstein story, okay?
Sadly.
South Florida financier. They call it anybody who is known as a financier is immediately a douchebag. I mean, look.
That's
I know you
fair.
can't
That's
see.
fair.
You can't see this mug. I picked the douchiest pictures of him, and they weren't very hard to find. They were not very hard to find at
30
all.
seconds on Google.
Right? Exactly. Isn't that wonderful? But he will be arraigned Monday in federal court on 2 sex trafficking-related charges, according to an indictment unsealed by prosecutors that alleges he sexually abused dozens of underage girls at his homes in New York City, Florida, and he paid them to engage in sex acts with each other, I guess.
You
He's
hope
old
it
as
was
fuck.
with each other and not him, which is shitty to say, but
But those poor girls. I mean,
there's no excuse for that.
mean-
Absolutely none.
I mean, believe me, according to these pictures, some of these pictures, believe me, he loves him some him, and he thinks that they should be doing it for free. But I think he got tired of girls telling him, "No, ew, get away from me, ew, stop it. Here's $10,000." Really? $10,000 is a big deal to a 14-year-old.
I wouldn't give him a lap dance.
Yeah, well, if you see him coming, no, you charge him $10,000 for a lap dance. His arrest photos are really, really nice. He looks like he's really, really upset. And of course, who wouldn't be really upset? You're getting arrested. But the big deal the big stink that he has made recently is that he literally said the words, "I can't believe they're treating me like some black guy."
Oh, I didn't know about that. I almost need to take a minute. That just made me so angry.
You go from
That was
piece of
disgusting,
garbage
too.
that is a human trafficker of teenage girls straight to piece of shit racist. Is it a double douchebag?
Wow. I mean, is
a
there
double bagger,
term
is it a
for
double
worse than
nozzler?
douchebag? Because that qualifies.
He's that's strong douchebag of the year. I mean, that's strong.
Can we give him a whole month at least?
Yeah, douchebag of the month. Well, yeah, this month has just gotten started too. So
Okay, good. He gets all of July. He already won. Hopefully nobody's worse than that.
treating you like a black guy. Oh my
So,
God.
You just admitted how the court systems work?
Yeah, he definitely knows that. Come on, he's a multi-millionaire. By the way, he's got a famous buddy, a famous pal. He does.
I mean, Agent Orange.
Yeah, well, his famous pal doesn't own him no more. Okay, because he's a registered sex offender, by the way. Yes,
Is
this
not
guy. This guy is required by law to go around to everybody's house, knock on the door, and say, "Hey, how you doing? Just want to let you know I moved into the neighborhood and that I'm a registered sex offender." And I've got his profile picture up, and the look of contempt on his face is just classic. Like, can't believe you're gonna make me do this. It's just a couple of 16-year-old girls. God, you buy and sell those all the time. He literally looks salty.
Cringy.
Looks like he's angry.
Cringy.
He's angry because we're wasting his time.
I have nothing nice to say.
Yeah, I know. Well, you have nothing nice to say.
I have nothing nice.
Well, I mean, because listen, okay, he's being charged with 1 count of sex trafficking conspiracy and 1 count of sex trafficking. He's a hedge fund manager. He's buddies with Donald Trump and Bill Clinton.
That's shady. That's a little shady. I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah, and it once again it plays to the Gonzo narrative of, you guys do know they're all friends, right? They're all buddies. They're all pals. For those of you out there that are clicking away furiously online about how the Clintons are scumbags and Trump is a scumbag and this one's a scumbag, and you know they're all friends, right?
One is not mutually exclusive. They can both be scumbags.
Right. Well, and unfortunately, what you're getting is this mentality of the same kind of people that believe that Randy Macho Man Savage and Hulk Hogan hated each other.
But they were buddies, right?
But they were buddies, at least
Okay.
until Randy Macho Man Savage lost his mind and started thinking that Hulk wanted to bang Elizabeth. I don't know. I saw some documentary. It was bad, but they were pals. I like that. I just caught that look like, he's crazy. Okay. So this hedge fund manager, it's not like he doesn't have enough money, but this hedge fund manager got away with one back in 2005. Okay, the files allege that Epstein brought girls back to his house under the guise that they would give him massages, and then the massages would turn sexual. Oh, big surprise. Epstein, however, was able to make a plea deal with prosecutors that allowed him to dodge more serious charges by federal authorities. Instead, Epstein pled guilty to state charges of procuring a person under 18 for prostitution and felony solicitation of prostitution, which required him to register as a sex offender and serve about a year in jail.
A year.
A year.
One singular year.
Right. And this was widely considered to be too lenient. But this is how rich people do. That's how rich people do. Okay, so let me ask you a question.
Ask away.
And I know you get the wildest propositions. What is the biggest dollar amount you have been offered by a customer to come back and sleep with them?
50.
50 grand.
50 grand.
Right on. And how long did it take you to say no?
I feel terrible. I feel terrible that occasionally because I said no and occasionally because I didn't say yes. You know, no, that's the same thing. That's the same thing. No, like I felt terrible that I entertained the idea, but then sometimes I look back on it and I'm like, that was 50 grand.
I feel bad that you didn't too. I really do.
But there's a huge difference, and this is what we're not addressing. They're trying to make this into a prostitution thing.
Right.
I have no problem with consensual prostitution over the age of 18.
Right on.
Going after a minor or soliciting services even for a minor, even if she says yes, is not okay, strictly because of the fact she's not 18.
Right. Well, we've also, listen, our culture has also designated that age of 17 as to be too innocent. And 18 is okay, but believe me, I've seen 18 and 19-year-olds that you couldn't get a double-digit IQ between them.
I went on a date with a 20-year-old within the last year, and I felt weird about that, and I'm not that much older than she was. But
right.
You have no excuse for going after somebody 18 or younger. That doesn't fall in the line of sex work. That falls in the line of pedophilia.
Predatory,
pedophilia. There's something wrong internally with that man.
Well, now wait. Now let me. And this is not in defense of pedophilia, okay? But as per personal experience, you know, I've run into 16 and 17-year-old girls that are 5'9", 120 pounds, D-cup boobs, okay, and you know, they drive, they've got jobs, they know what they're doing. They've actually got, at one time I ran into a 17-year-old girl who had more of a fucking life than I did. Okay, and this is before I went back to school, but it had more of a fucking life than I did, and I was 26. I'm like, you're 17. How do you have a better car, a better job? She worked more than I did, but a better car, a better job. I mean, how the hell does that happen? And then I was like, oh yeah, I'm a lazy piece of shit, and I need to get my shit together. Okay, so I think it's a matter of wisdom by the person, the individual. But a great many of the 16 and 17-year-old girls, they don't have that. They also don't have jobs, cars, their own place, their own life. They don't have that.
They don't make the best decisions.
That girl was the exception.
I was there.
Right.
There's plenty of stupid decisions made. I feel like that's really taking advantage. And the older party should understand that a teenage girl is going to make stupid decisions, then turn around 5-10 years later and regret those.
Right. No, this dude was a predator, though. He was walking around with money earmarked to talk little girls.
Yeah, that's not okay.
Massages.
That's never okay.
Can you imagine this creepy silver-haired dude rolling up and down the beach, going, "Hey, how you doing? How old are you? 19. Too old for me. Gotta go. No. Hey, how you doing? How old are you? Hey, why don't you come back to my place? Give me a massage. Give you $1,000."
That's not okay, though. It's not.
Oh, no, it's not okay. But I'm going to say, you're at 19. Ugh, God, you're so old.
I feel like the cops would do something about that.
And they didn't.
I really
it's
feel
West
like
Palm.
They would. I feel like
it's West Palm. It's Miami. There's so many cracks to fall through. It's not even funny.
It's almost nauseating, and we have such a high saturation of venues for porn and strip clubs and dance clubs and
not that I know where all
of
them were.
That you shouldn't have to go be a predator towards minors, towards girls just trying to go to the beach. Just wait till it's 9, 10 o'clock. Go to a strip club or a nightclub.
Right. No. It's also a power thing, though. It's a power thing. It's a money. Believe me, he thinks he is the slickest motherfucker in the world. That he got these little girls to do depraved things to him, for him, to each other. He thinks he's the slickest asshole in the world. And
that's something out of a horror film.
It's more of a sociopath film, but I mean...
Sociopath, horror, the genre of bad things.
Bad things. That's a bad thing.
That's a bad thing.
Bad. All right, well, we're going to end on a bad thing. We're going to take off. Before you go, though, I need to know, do you have any tour dates up? Are you going back on the road?
Where am I going?
Where am I going?
July 25th, 26th, 27th, I will be in Waterford, Pennsylvania at Candy's Adult Playground.
Oh, right on.
August 11th or 14th, I will be in Vegas for the Exotic Dancer Expo.
I wish I could go.
Catch me at the Women of the World's booth. The last week of August, I'll be in Victoria, Texas. The first week of September, I'll be in Wichita Falls, Texas. And then November 1st through, not November, that's the wrong month. October 1st through November 25th, 26th, I'll be out in South Dakota.
South Dakota in
South
November?
Dakota. And it snows badly. I hate it.
Cold as balls.
The temperature is the worst.
Yeah, everybody in Green Bay likes to call their area the frozen tundra. No, that is literally frozen tundra.
No grass, no trees, just
ice. The Oil Town, Boomtown, is that what is there a club in a Boomtown?
There's a club in a Boomtown.
Right
there.
on.
It's the only club around besides one other one for hundreds of miles. So everybody goes to
baby.
one of the
Big
two.
money. Big money. A lot of oil workers with a whole lot of money.
It's a good time.
Right on. Okay. Well, thank you so much for coming to the show and putting up with my hijinks. I'm glad you had did you have a good time?
I had a great time. I thought I'd come back to Boca.
Awesome. Yeah, recommend me to your friends. But yeah, you are always welcome back here, even to be on the show, not to be on the show. Go jump in the pool, whatever you want to do. You can even play with the iguanas. We have iguanas
everywhere.
Everywhere.
We do it at my house too.
Oh, okay. Well, maybe we'll trade iguanas.
Okay, I'll bring you one next time.
All right, Sam, say goodbye to the nice people.
What?
Say goodbye to the nice people. Wave goodbye.
Goodbye.
Bye-bye. All right, guys, you can catch me on Instagram at Gonzo Radio Podcast. Also on Instagram at Gonzo Radio Sports Desk. Check both of those out. Follow. Also, when Sam gets her Instagram back, she is at, is it XX or XXX Sam Singh?
I made a new one.
I made a new one. Oh, what's the new one? Quick, before you go.
At Indian Pepper 1.
At Indian Pepper 1.
That's the new one.
Sneaky. Very sneaky. Awesome.
That way it doesn't say Sam Singh. They don't know who I am yet.
until you show everybody your butt again.
Whatever.
Whatever. I love her already. All right, and of course, Gonzo Radio group, Gonzo Radio. It's the Gonzo Radio Show group and the Gonzo Radio Show fan page on Facebook. I am totally losing my tongue right now because it's been a long day. We will see you guys again next week, 8 o'clock sharp here on YouTube. Thanks for watching. Bye.